Welcome back to Video guys, and today let's talk about an idea that I think could be quite useful to have in the working in our world, and that is something to do with adding more stats or sort of like expanding the current stats to give out more information that's sort of gonna be needed by people when you play in the group. And I feel like we've had these stats, we have not had any changes ever since the game came out. I think it's time for them to add something new. When you take like the walker stats, for instance, you can see, okay, this guy has killed like 1 million walkers, right? But you don't know exactly which walkers he has killed, and this is not something necessary that the group would need, but it might be good for you as a player to know which walkers are you sort of like enjoy killing more, or you've killed more. Now obviously walkers like spiky walkers are gonna be you're gonna see them less, they come in less, so you gonna kill less of them. But when obviously walkers like rottens, you're gonna kill quite a lot. But I think it's quite cool to have this sort of like showcase of every single walker type, to be able to show that, including the whisperers as well, because they do count as walker kills. And something like clicking on the making like a clickable the number. If you click on it, then it just expands into this bubble and sort of like shows you all the different walker types you've killed and how many of each you've killed. So this is I think could be quite nice. To be honest, next up, if you click on the raiders, now raiders are sort of like yeah, there is like the raider outpost, the raider base, and now the upcoming raider ambush, which is gonna give you a raider still. I feel like you should be able to know, or people should be able to know, how you kill your raiders. Like, would you do more bases? Would you do more outposts? Would you do a mix of both? How many of each have you completed? I think that would be quite cool if you can click on the raider and it shows you where your raider kills are coming from. That would be, I think, would be quite interesting to know, particularly because raiders are quite popular among the higher level players. So most of them are obviously hitting more bases, but it would be kind of nice to know how many you've hit actually. No, this guy has done like what, like 10,000 raider base or something, it could be quite nice for stats. Moving on, sort of like the missions completed is something again interesting to know, because it's all the missions in the game. Sort of like you need to know where these missions come from. Like, sort of like, I think a group people are gonna wanna know what sort of missions you hit usually. And if you make this again a clickable number, and it expands into this showcasing you the all the missions you've done, including bait, even maybe tournament SMS, why not? But if you can see all this information, you're gonna know exactly, oh, this player is doing more infestation, so this guy is spending more energy for the boards. This guy is doing more encounters or rescue, so this guy is not spending as much energy. This could be quite interesting to know, because the current missions completed is very general, and we keep getting these new missions. Now we're gonna get the raider ambush, so being able to know exactly what missions you do when you're accepted in the group is gonna be quite useful, I think, for many people and for yourself as well. So you know exactly what you're hitting more. Maybe you should start hitting something more, yeah, why not? I feel like these are super cool additions, and also I feel like the game already tracks all this information. I feel like developers already have access to all of that, so I think it's just a matter of how to represent it publicly, if they actually end up doing it. So I think sort of like this, because we don't need these icons everywhere on the profile, we don't need it more clustered. If you can just click and then unclick and then it hides, you should be able to hide this somehow so it doesn't get clustered. Because for instance, like, favorite cards should be removed from there, because these are not really your favorite cards. These are just basically the cards you use the most, but maybe because of the boards you actually end up with those cards on the profile. So these are basically should go away. I don't see the point of raider team as well in there. Like, it just doesn't make sense, never makes sense to me. Yeah, these are some of my idea of this new I feel like stats could be quite nice to see. What do you guys think about this? Let me know what you want to see in the game personally, and yeah, I'll see you guys all in my next video.